Well, good morning. Merry Christmas. We are giving you a tour of current events, and I appreciate you sending me the cards. So we are recording, so I can take. No, not recording. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. See, it says stop and save. So I need to get this off, and that goes right there. That takes care of that. And what we are looking at is Mount Hood, and we'll back out here a little bit, and we'll start seeing what we're gonna be doing. Looking over here to the left is McMinnville, and here's the Willamette River coming down off the Columbia, right down through town and south to where your new abode is. And we kind of need to show you one thing. This airplane is called the XCub. This is Cub Crafters XCub. And Cub Crafters, I believe, got a license. I should read up on this because I'm just guessing. But Cub Crafters is up here in Yakima, Washington, and they build the Cub. I learned to fly in a Cub. This Cub, you'll see, is loaded with equipment, so it's well over 400,000. The Cub I learned in 1955 was called a Piper J3, and it was one of the early Cubs. It started off as a Taylor craft, and then Bill Piper was a partner with Taylor, and they split. They started Piper Company, and then Piper bought out Taylor, and anyway, they built the J3, and then they built other models that I used to instruct in, like Cherokees, and I flew a Comanche. And those are all lots of long stories. But okay, we're seeing the Columbia River there, but we have to go back in to flying today, which is going to start at McMinnville. And I told you about our visiting, Jack and I, in 2011, I believe it was, visited McMinnville and the museums that they have there. And they do have a J3, although it doesn't look like a J. It's painted in military colors.
Traffic Cub Crafters 527 Bravo Charlie, taking off runway for departure to the east.
So we know all about that, and we need to do that. We got the brakes on. We need to get the lights on. Let's get the lights on. I thought I'd set the lights for daylight, but we're going to set it earlier in the day, so we have the sun kind of behind us as we're heading up to Wilsonville, and everything's set in here. We could put some clouds in, so possibly you'll want something with clouds. I'm leaving the clouds out so it's easier to spot things. When I'm looking for things on the ground, I leave the clouds out so it doesn't have any problem in spotting things from there. This is probably Evergreen Aviation off here to the left. We'll look at that as we take off. We'll take this out. This is our route of flight, the magenta line, and we'll take that out. And we've got a chart in here with all the electronic equipment. They call this a glass panel. The panel I flew with was a limited steam gauge panel. I love the new term for the old World War II dials, instruments that we had in our airplane. And our plane, all it had was a low frequency receiver. It didn't even have electrical, so you had to hand prop, and I'll describe any of these things later that you don't understand, because I'm moving along rather quickly. I'm taking the brakes off. We're going to go to full power. And we're going to go outside. And we'll watch for the airspeed over here in the lower left-hand corner. That's enough airspeed. We'll look back and watch it taking off from the ground. Here we go. We're going to put the flaps up. We don't have landing gear. And we'll just go over here just a little bit so we see the facilities of Evergreen Aviation. When we went and visited, I don't recall seeing the airport. I believe we saw over in this area, over on this side. Never knew there was an airport right here. Okay, and then we want to fly straight out. That's it on McMinnville. Now we're going to look straight ahead, and I see a little bit of the river up there. And we want to fly on a course which is about 050. Like that. And we'll go up to about 2,000 feet. We'll level off. We should come back to 25 on the power setting. So we bring the power back to 25 inches and we come back to 2,500 RPM. I've been flying jets lately, and you just put the throttle up, and all you do is watch the temperature. But in the gas engines, you go by the manifold pressure. This is in inches of mercury, so we got 25 inches of mercury and 2,500 RPM. And we're almost on course here. The magenta line is our course, and we see a little stream over here on the left. I don't know what the name of that is, but right here on the right is the Willamette, which we can see out in the right window. Now we're going to go outside. All that's squared away, looking pretty good. And we can see where we're going. We can look back once again. And I can't even see the airport. I think it's right. Yeah, it's right there. Moving right along here. Alright, and we'll level off at 2,000 feet. This thing has an autopilot. It will couple on to instrument flight plans and fly the instruments for you. It'll shoot instrument approaches. It's got lots of goodies. And the extras here on this one is it has floats. Oh, we got to put the gear up so when we land in the river, we won't stumble on our wheels hanging down. Here we'll look at the wheels. See, with the wheels down, it goes. Watch the nose wheels there. They'll come out, go down, and then you can land on the wheels. And then the main wheels, those are the nose wheels, and the main wheels come down here, and then it sits on the wheels on the ground, and the little rudders go up. But right now we're going to be landing on the Willamette, so we'll put the gear up. There goes the main wheels, there goes the nose wheels. Okay, now we go back in behind. See where we're going. We're pretty much on course. And we've gotten a little bit above our... Now we can go to 24 on our power setting. We'll go back inside now that we're leveled off. So we'll bring the inches of mercury back to 24. That only took a little movement of the throttle, and then the prop is coming back to where it's right about 2,400 RPM, and then it'll burn. When you do that, you get better gas mileage. And let's see how we're doing. We're 1,900 feet. That's good. we'll drop down a little more after we get past past this little hill here. I don't know what the hill's called, but Wilsonville is just the other side here. So we'll go back outside and look around the area. Oh, we can see Mount Hood off in the distance, which if we got our map back out, let's get our chart. We call them charts, they don't call them maps. And we go this out to there. And this is probably where, see it's brown there. I think that's Mount Hood. This could be Rainier. I forget what this is. This could be Mount Hood up there. I believe we're looking at this first bump. See, it's just a little bit off to the right. See our nose pointing? The one off to the left is out of sight. I don't quite see it out there. Maybe that's it, right in there. Could be right up there. I believe that, but that's not Rainier. That's another. I don't know. I don't know your mountains that well. Okay, now I can almost see Wilsonville right here. So you can see we cruise, this is probably about 65% power, and we cruise at 109 knots, which is about 120 miles an hour. And we can go in on this. We're getting real close, so we get in here about 20 miles out. We got too far. Here we go. Okay. And the end of the line is our destination. We'll fly over your house. I don't know what this internet in some ways it's scary. So I'm not using your names, and I'm not going to point out precisely. You'll have to pick out your house yourself. But I believe I know which house is yours, and you just have to figure it. You can count it from the corners. So we can go in like this, and now we're starting to see the neighborhoods. And we can get rid of this, and I'm going to land down the river, and you can bring the sandwiches down. So we look down at these little houses. I don't think they're so little. I think they're up about maybe 2,000 or 3,000 feet. Big houses. Look at where they got a school system down here, right in the square. Schools there. There's downtown Wilsonville. Looks like I-5 goes right through town. I-5 coming right down, and then goes right over the river. And we'll take a look back. We'll Take one look around, going back. You see your house back there somewhere? I think I see it. Okay, we'll go to I-5 and we'll take off a little power. We'll start coming down. We'll land back. We'll land just after the bridge going back. The I-5 bridge. You got some big, maybe department stores, but there's not a big parking lot with this. Anyway, we get it down to about 70 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I'll say hi to you. Oh yeah, I'm always very formal. I put my tie on. Okay, we're coming around. So we'll go right over the bridge. And we start bringing in some flaps. Those are the little fellows right here on the back, the trailing edge of the wing. And then we'll go back behind the tail. There we go. And we want to get it down about 50 miles an hour. Have to come back in with a little power.
500.
And we're going to have full flaps because we want to touch down real slowly. So we'll bring in another, we call it a notch of flap. There's, we'll see the flap right here on these little gauges right there. Look at
Gears up for water landing.
Gears up for water landing, right?
Gears up for water
60
landing.
miles an hour, another notch of flap.
Gears up for
Full
water
flap.
landing.
Full flap.
Gears up for water landing.
Go right over I-5.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
There we go.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
There we are.
Gears up for water landing.
Okay, I hear you. Put the flaps
Gears
back
for
up.
Water landing. Gears up for water landing.
And we'll see if we have a little spot here on
Gears
the...
up for water landing.
We heard you.
Gears up for water landing.
So it looks like we have a little
Gears up for
sandbar
water
here
landing.
on the right. So we'll
Gears
just
up for water landing.
come over and pretend we have a beach right
Gears up
over
for
here.
water landing.
Oh, we have a building right there.
Gears up
Yeah,
for
that's
water
what
landing.
happens with this.
Gears up for
It
water
has
landing.
has
Gears up for water
docks that are underwater. Let's
Gears up
go
for
back
water
and see
landing.
if we can push up against the dock.
Gears
Sorry,
up for water landing.
sorry about the. I don't know how to take that.
Gears
Let's
up for water landing.
now. I'll put the gear down so it stops making noise. Gotta put the gear back up. Oh, so yeah, there's little things right here. Look at there like
Gears up
docks
for
or
water
something.
landing.
Here, we'll put it
Gears up for water landing.
put it right in over here.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
And we'll
Gears up
pretend
for
we're
water landing.
back at the dock where we first
Gears
came
up
in
for
there.
water landing.
Yeah, let's see if we can get back
Gears
there.
up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
There we go.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears
There
up
we
for water
go.
landing.
And it looks like there's a
Gears
little
up for
dock
water landing.
right here. Here's the bridge, the I-5 bridge.
Gears up for water landing.
I don't know whose house this is, but I'm going to
Gears
put
up
the
for
gear
water
down
landing.
now so the noise stops. Watch it'll when the main come down, it'll kind of offset it. There. Oh,
Gears
look
down
at.
for runway landing.
So we better put the brake
Gears
on.
down for runway landing.
So put the brake
Gears
on
down
so
for
so
runway
we
landing.
don't fall off. Let's look at
Gears
it
down
from
for
the
runway
side.
landing.
Here, we're
Gears down for runway landing.
sitting almost out of the water.
Gears down for runway landing.
Okay, now we'll shut her
Gears down
down.
for runway landing.
Thanks for riding along.
Gears down for runway landing.
I call it air chance. We'll put the
Gears down for
gear
runway
back
landing.
down. Oh, the gear
Gears
is down.
for runway landing.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
Gears down
Nice,
for runway landing.
nice to fly along with you.
Gears down
There's
for
our
runway
sun.
landing.
And
Gears down
Merry
for
Christmas.
runway landing.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. One more time.